Got Mount Vernon versus Beacon here, up in Beacon, New York. Stepping in the bat, Dee Little, our pitcher. I'll get you the rundown of the batting lineup shortly. Ball inside, 3-1 to count. All right, and Dee gets on with a walk. She gets the base here to start off the game. Next stepping in is going to be Kiara Diaz. And today she's been moved from shortstop to left field. Runner takes off, bunt down, good bunt down from Kiara Diaz. She's safe and all right. Dee, good heads up base running there, makes it all the way to third base. Nobody covering with the third baseman having to come in to cover on that bunt. So Dee's at third. We got runners at first and third on the corner with Jada Scale stepping in now to the batter's box. Nobody out here in the bottom, top of the first. It's gonna be strike one to the running. And Kiara Diaz takes second base. So she's still second, runners at second and third. Got two in scoring position with nobody out for Jada Scales. Gets that ball up. Oh, gets over to third base with glove, and everybody's gonna stay put, thinking that that ball would have been caught. Well, it got bases loaded, nobody out. Vernon can really jump on Beacon early here with a hit to the gap. And it's gonna be Janelia Henry, our catcher, stepping in and batting cleanup today. Strike one to to Janelia. She's going to take there. And it's a good hit into the outfield to left field there. And every runner moves up a base. That's an RBI single by Janelia Henry. Scores 1-0 Mount Vernon early on. Still here with bases loaded and nobody out. So good response here for Mount Vernon to get out to a good early lead, get their pitcher lead. This is now Katrina Pierce stepping into the batter's box. She'll be playing shortstop today. Ball's up into the outfield. The right fielder makes the catch, gets the ball in to the plate, but not in time. Kiara Diaz gets in under the tag. That's going to be a sac fly and RBI to Katrina Pierce. Runners move up to second and third on the throw. So 2-0 Mount Vernon. Runners in second and third still with one out here, top of the first. Now is going to be Lori Chavez, our center fielder. Your first ball is going to go foul down the third base side. Ball's up the third base side, and the throw is wide. So runner scores on that play. 2 runs are going to come in and score. Chavez takes second and going for third. And she gets all the way to third on the errant throw from the third baseman. So Mount Vernon now to a 4-0 lead here. Run on third. And one out. Now we got Taylor McBean stepping in. She's going to take a ball for ball one. Taylor McBean will be playing third base today. Count even 1-1. And the Ball's in the air there, gets right to the second baseman for the infield pop-up. At least they're making contact today. That's a good try, but 2 outs here in the top of the first. Runner still at third. Next is going to be Athalia Salmon. She'll be playing right field today, I believe. Right field, yes. Nice pitches inside there. Gets a called strike there. 2 strikes on the batter here. And 1 and 2. And she strikes out. Oh, that's okay. Count is now 2 and 2. Check that. With that first pitch, he called a strike, but he didn't. And she gets the outside corner there for the strike 3. So Mount Vernon scratches across here, gets 4 runs in an early lead, gets Dee Dee Little a lead here for the bottom of the first. So great job by the Mount Vernon. Let's see if they can hold it in the field here. Just got to rely on some defense here. We'll be right back. And the Mount Vernon Lady Knights are going to take the field here after getting 4 top half of the first. Take a 4-0 lead early. And let's bring up the lineups for Beacon. First leadoff batting, it's going to be Mia Riccatelli. Batting second will be Kelly Murphy. Batting third will be Leah Muscat. Cleanup hitters, Hallie Zukowski. Batting fifth is Olivia Dean. Batting sixth, Trista Maloney. Batting seventh, Hannah Alfieri. Batting eighth is Sierra Lassiter. Batting ninth will be Jordana Caputo. And the pitcher is Cameron Haran. Quite cloudy day, a little dark out here, and quite windy, just to say the least. Oh, and hits the first batter she sees, so Dee Dee's got a little wild with that first pitch. So Mia's gonna take her base here, first base, and rub her side. She got plunked there, so hopefully Dee Dee can reestablish the strike zone here. So strike 1, 2 now. Kelly Murphy playing third base. And she makes good contact there, right to tail. Oh, and Katrina Pierce gets the ball at shortstop and doubles off the runner at first over to Jordan Hood. Good job there out of Mount Vernon. 2 quick outs. And that's exactly how you want the bottom of the inning to go after you put up a 4th spot. So stepping in now is going to be Leah Muscat. She's the left fielder. First pitch goes for a ball, 1-0 to count. Fouls off the second pitch there. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to count. And the ball's in the air over to the shortstop. Katrina Pierce makes the catch. So 3 up, 3 down. Good in and out of Dee Dee Little in the pitching after she punked the first batter, but she was able to get through it without much fanfare. 4-0 Mount Vernon. Top second coming up. As we come into the top half of the second here, Mount Vernon's up 4-0 over Beacon. Ladies have tried to run in and rally around their pitcher, Cameron Haran. First stepping in the bat is going to be Jordan Hood, the first baseman, to lead off the inning. Called strike there. 0-2 to count. And she strikes out 3 quick pitches. So next up, back to the top of the lineup, going to be Dee Dee Little, pitcher. But a real peculiar inning in the first inning. Hit a batter and then got through it with 3 outs. Gets it over the shortstop, who beats it out. Good way to hustle down the line on Dee Dee Little. It's a slow hit ground to the shortstop. Probably should have charged it a little more, but Dee Dee was hustling down the line and she has some speed there. So next up is going to be the left fielder, Kiara Diaz, to step in. And she fouls off the bunt. Count's going to be 0-1. The runner has to return back to first base. Mount Vernon, in order to win this game, will have to do all the little things: move the runners along, play clean defense, and wow, they called the route. Not sure. That was a good throw by the catcher, but this guy tipped the cat. Looked like she was there and got under the tag, but umpire calls her out. Good eye by the batter, count 2-1. It's going to be in strike on the inside corner there from count 2-2, 2-2. Fouls off that ball there, stayed alive in the count, 2-2. Kiara Diaz batting here with 2 outs. Mount Vernon up 4-0 in the top of the second. Fouls off the left-hand side. Oh, gets hit and plunked in the helmet there. Looked like she's all right. Took one off the side of the dome, and I'm gonna check her out and make sure she's good. Not concussed. It just came in a little bit too far from the pitcher, but so Kiara will take her base, and now it's Jada Scales, the second baseman. Gets down a great bunt here, hustling up the first, and third base. That was 3 outs actually. Yeah, should be 3 outs here. So a little bit of a miscommunication there, but it's 3 outs. Mount Vernon on that last bunt down by Jada Scales. Well, Mount Vernon is still up 4-0 going into the bottom of the second. Beacon coming up. We'll be right back. All right, Mount Vernon has the lead here 4-0 in the bottom of the second as Beacon comes up to bat. Stepping in the bat, number 4, it's Hallie Zukowski. Haley, sorry. She's the catcher. Pitch, and foul ball down third base side there to Taylor McBean. And she takes a check swing at it right to Taylor McBean, who bounces the ball, but Jordan Hood picks it up. Yeah, good play out of the first baseman. Good stretch. Third baseman with not a great throw, but gets it there. It's okay. So gets her out for the first out here. And now we got number 7, Olivia Dean, the shortstop. And the first pitch is over for a called strike. And it's a good snag by the scales. Oh, and can't make the play over at first baseman. Drops the ball. Jordan Hood couldn't quite make the grasp there. So should probably be an error scored on the first baseman. And Dee Dee Little can really pitch. If she can just get her defense to stay behind her and make clean plays and not give the other team extra outs, that's the key here. Next up is Trista Maloney. Coach Ramsey gives out instructions, look for the double play to his team. Runner stays at first. Janelia Henry, the catcher from Mount Vernon, has a heck of a arm back there. So if you're running, you better make sure that you get a good jump on her, because she's very accurate and makes very strong throws. Oh, and gets the batter in the back. Oh, pitch looked like Dee Dee had grasped it just a little too tightly. Couldn't quite get the release point on it. She's going to stretch that back out. So we now got runners at first and second here with 1 out. Bottom half of the second. A little bit of trouble here, but we'll see what we can get here against the next batter. It's going to be Hannah Alfieri, the center fielder. And takes a swing at it and gets strike 1. The runners on base do not move up. Pitch is foul. 2 strikes on the batter now to Hannah Alfieri. Pitch low there for a ball 2-2 to count. And takes a swing there and gets it fouled off. Straight back. Pitch, and it's over to the right. Oh, right, good catch out of right fielder. Can't get it back in time for the double play, but does make the play out there. So now 2 away. The runner's still stuck at first and second. It's a good catch by Thalia Salmon. Excuse me. Very cold, balmy day here. Beacon High School. And it's right to the second baseman. Jada Scales makes a good snag there. So, no runners across, 2 left on. Great pitching out of Dee Little. Good defense right behind her. Coming up in the top of the third, Mount Vernon is still up 4-0. So we're back here at top of the third. Mount Vernon leading 4-0 over Beacon. Janelia Henry, the catcher, steps in to the batter's box. And she gets one down to the third baseman. Well struck and just gets in there by a stride. Way to hustle that out. That's what the payoff is when you hustle down the first base line. You never know what you're going to get. Never give up on a play. Next up, it's going to be Katrina Pierce stepping into the batter's box. The shortstop, who's also had a good day in the field so far. Low and inside for a ball. She gets one in the air. Center fielder calls for it. So Henry has to return back to first base. Lori Chavez, the center fielder, is going to step in next. So 1 out, Mount Vernon. Good thing I like seeing out of Mount Vernon today is a lot of contact. And she makes contact on the first pitch. 1-2. Ooh, it makes an errant throw. Ball goes into the outfield. And Janelia Henry makes it over to third base. And Lori Chavez is going to make it to first on an errant throw from the shortstop over to second baseman. Now it's going to be Taylor McBean, the third baseman, stepping into the batter's box. So still 1 out here for Mount Vernon, knocking on the door for some more runs. Try to extend this lead. Chavez takes off for second base and gets the stolen base. Good way to heads up base running for Chavez. Called strike in there. 2 strikes on the batter, 0-2 to count. Runners on second and third here with 1 out. And low and inside for a ball and 2 strikes to count. 4-0 here in the top of the third. Mount Vernon's up. It's a foul ball. Taylor trying to fight the good fight here. And the ball gets away from the catcher. And Janelia Henry gets across for the 5th run. 5th Mount Vernon run with Chavez moving up from second to third. So that'll be another ball 2 now to Taylor McBean. She gets the strikeout there. So 2 away. With a run on third, Mount Vernon up 5-0. Natalia Salmon, the right fielder, steps in. And pitch low and inside. Chavez and walking herself down the third baseline just in case that one squirted away, but was no-go. Retreats back to the base. Oh, ball and no strikes. And that catches the low and inside corner there. Count 1-1. And the pitch is outside, so 2 strikes, 2 balls and 1 strike to the hitter, Natalia Salmon. See what she can do it with the count here in her favor, and ducks out of the way of ball 3 inside. So just I'd like to see the plate discipline here from the Lady Knights. She gets a letter strike here, full count. And she gets inside, so she gets the walk for ball 4 there. All right, so Natalia Salmon makes it to first base, the first and third, with Chavez still on third base there. Jordan Hood, the batter, gonna step in, the first baseman. High ball. It's a pretty cold day out here, so very tough to grip the ball. Not a whole lot of fun playing just yet until this warmer weather comes along. And she just reaches down and swings. Natalia Salmon takes second base on the pitch. Catcher decided just to eat it. So runners at second and third. Counts now 1-1. And 2 balls and a strike. Runners I have to hold. And that's a high inside, so 3 balls and a strike here. And she reaches down for probably would have been ball 4. And she strikes her out. So Mount Vernon scratches a run across on the error, the pass ball. It's 5-0 now, Mount Vernon. Bottom third, Beacon coming up. So we're back here in the bottom half of the third. Mount Vernon up 5-0. And she makes through the hole there and into left field. Kiara Diaz gets it back in. So it's good contact there. Not many hard hit balls today. And that was Jordana Caputo. This is back to the top of the order for Mia Riccatelli. There's a strike there. Foul tip. Strike. Oh, she struck him out. That's the third strike. Mia Riccatelli Strikes out for the first out of the inning. Next up's going to be Kelly Murphy, the third baseman. Extremely windy, and as the afternoon goes on here, the wind will pick up. But hopefully not the rain. The first pitch fouled off. Strike one. That one through to the shortstop, over to Jaded Scales for the force out at second. So 2 outs here. So the next batter up is Leah Muscat. Sorry for mispronouncing. And Janelia Henry chases the batter back to first here. She is attempting to take off. It's 1-0 to the batter. Pitches. That's going to be out of play, foul ball, so 1-1. It's another ball fouled off back. Bound to hit off of somebody's car back here. Ball and 2 strikes to count, 2 outs here. Bottom of the third, and the runner got a little bit far from first. She gets back, but she's playing in some dangerous waters, messing around with Janelia Henry. Yeah, it's a strike 3. A very good pitching here from Dee Dee Little, very strong effort from Mount Vernon this afternoon so far. Still 5-0. Top 4 coming up. We'll be right back. Back to the top of the 4th here. And Dee Dee Little up to bat, gets it over to second baseman, who makes the play. So 1 pitch, 1 out there. Vernon up here 5-0 still. Kiara Diaz coming in to bat. She'll turn around and bat lefty now. Pitch over for ball 1. And she gets a strike down low. And Kiara's going to switch over to the other side. Coach Ramsey is very adept at teaching his team how to hit from both sides. As she gets a strike 2 here, so count 1 and 2 to Kiara Diaz, the left fielder. Strikes out, and the pitch is thrown away by the catcher over the first baseman's head. So shows it's a strikeout, but she'll reach there safely on first base. So still 1 out here. And Jada Scales, the second baseman, is going to step in the batter's box. Beacon should be aware that Kiara Diaz is very quick and she'll probably take off here. Oh, there's a bit of a hit and run. She better get back. And she is, oh, thrown away again. She's going to get over to second base. So that's going to be the out. Jada Scales pops out to the shortstop. Shortstop couldn't quite make the clean throw to first base. So Kiara does get over to second base anyhow, with Janelia Henry coming up to bat. Pitch inside for a ball. 2 outs here in the top half of the fourth. Vernon up 5-0. Game is moving along pretty quickly here. And it's a drop ball, and Kiara Diaz is going to get to third base on the drop ball by the catcher for Beacon. So now it's 2-0 to count. She gets the strike over, so it counts now 2-1. Janelia gets the ball, and hits it down to third base, and third base gets out for the ground out. So 3 outs here by Mount Vernon, no runs across, 1 left on at third base. Bottom fourth coming up with Beacon down 5-0. Be right back. So Mount Vernon coming back to the bottom of the fourth here. Beacon up to bat. Mount Vernon up 5-0. Been some tough games for Mount Vernon this year, so when they get a game like this, it's just a treat. But the game is not over, and there's plenty of time left. Mount Vernon's got to continue to pitch and D up and get some timely hits here and continue to build on their lean. So stepping in is Haley Izukowski. She's our the second baseman for Beacon. Makes contact, almost takes out the coach on the third base side there. And he ducks out of the way calmly. He was very calm. There was some heat coming at him. Count 2-1. 1-2. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Zukowski. Low and outside for ball 2. The even counts all even. And the ball's hitting the air. Right over to the shortstop. Katrina Pierce makes the catch. So that'll be the first out. Dee Little's working really efficiently and making some great pitches here. Really finding her zone. She did hit a couple of batters, but she's been pretty steady overall. And the defense has been pretty good to back her up here. So stepping into the box now is Olivia Dean. Shortstop. She gets one back to, and the ball gets away from the shortstop. Katrina Pierce can't quite make the play, so Dean is on with the error at first base. It's been a bit of a bugaboo, the defense from Mount Vernon all season long, just not being able to make clean plays consistently, but hopefully we'll see what the next batter brings. And the ball, and almost caught by the catcher, but couldn't quite make the play. It's now count 0-1 on that foul tip there. This is Tristan Maloney stepping in, the designated hitter. And it's fouled off the first base side. So the count's now going to be 0-2 with one out here in the bottom of the fourth. And she gets a drive right to the shortstop. Woo! That was close play there. Almost doubled off Dean at first base. So now 2 outs. So a lot of balls hit to that left side of the infield today. A lot of plays being made by McBean and Pierce, as well as Scales. Scales made a couple of good snags. So Didi Little has definitely pitched a heck of a game so far. Oh, and a good snag by McBean. All right, good play. So 3 outs, 3 quick outs. And Mount Vernon's coming up to bat in the top of the 5th. Up 5-0. So back here in the top of the 5th, Mount Vernon up 5-0. Katrina Pierce, the shortstop, steps into the batter's box, takes first pitch for ball 1. Let's see if Mount Vernon can add a few more runs here. They never hurt. Down to the third baseman with a strong throw for the out at first. So Katrina Pierce, good contact, but couldn't quite run it out. So 1 away here, and Laurie Chavez stops him, the center fielder. Good contact there, went right to the second baseman, over to first for the out. So quick out there. 2 quick outs for Beacon pitcher. The third baseman, Taylor McBean, steps in now. Ball over for first strike. Right back to the second baseman. So that'll be 3 quick outs, 3 up, 3 down. Without much fanfare here. So going to the middle of the 5th. Beacon coming up down 5-0. We'll come to the bottom of the 5th here with Mount Vernon up 5-0. Sierra Lassiter, the first baseman, steps in the batter's box. And pops right out to Taylor McBean here at third base. So 1 quick pitch, 1 quick out. Mount Vernon has got to keep it just like it is. I definitely do not want to give any window of opportunity for Beacon to get back into the game. Next in is going to be Jordana Caputo. Step into the batter's box. The right fielder. Ball high and outside. So Didi Little's been pitching pretty good today and not too much fanfare, not having too many base runners on, which is refreshing to see. And she laces a hit into the gap past Chavez. Laurie Chavez gets it in quickly. So that'll be a double for Caputo. It's been the hardest hit all day, really, by either side. And Beacon's down 5-0 because of sloppy defense today and just really kicking the ball and throwing the ball around, not to any particular player. So 1 out, runner on second base, and Mia Riccatelli steps back in. And that's gonna be, and that's a fair ball. Not sure what happened there, but either she should have been out or she should have been at first base safely, because the ball did land in fair territory and Jordan Hood was not able to get to it. So not sure what the umpiring crew today was doing with that call, but another one laced out there. Laurie Chavez, good job by Chavez to make the play in center field. Gets it back in, the runner does advance. Caputo's at third base, and then checking at second base there on the tag up, but apparently she did tag up, so she's gonna be safe at third base for now with 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 5th. Mount Vernon's still up 5-0, so if they can get this third out here, she can get out unscathed. This is gonna be Kelly Murphy stepping into the batter's box. It's a foul ball back behind the fence here, so. And the ball hit high in the air in the infield. Jada Scales makes the play. So 3 outs here. We're able to get out of the inning with 1 being left on at third base. No one's across. Mount Vernon's still up 5-0 going into the top half of the 6th. We'll be right back. So with Mount Vernon coming to bat in the top of the 6th here, still up 5-0 against Beacon. We'll see if they can add to the lead. Athalia Salmon steps into the batter's box, the right fielder. Takes a pitch low and inside for ball 1. Commentary. We're talking about you. That's a foul ball. 1-1 to count. Yeah, pitch gets the outside corner there for a strike. 1-2 to count. Natalia gets the hit to the shortstop, who boots it momentarily and cannot come up with the throw. She's been having a rough day at shortstop today. So Athalia Salmon makes it to first base on the error by the shortstop. Jordan Hood steps into the batter's box with nobody out here. Run on first. Gets a pitch over ball 1. And another ball low and outside, ball 2. 2-0 to count to Jordan Hood, the first baseman. So another low pitch, so 3-0 to count. And it gets a call strike as Jordan was taken all the way there. 3-1 to count. And low ball 4, so Jordan Hood gets the walk. And Athalia Salmon goes up to advances to second. So runners on first and second, no one out here. So Dee Little's going to step into the batter's box, the pitcher. Having a heck of a game today. First pitch over for a call strike. And she runs up and gets the ball right over the third baseman's glove. And everybody's safe. So base is loaded. A little base hit dumped over the third baseman's glove. She couldn't quite get back on the play in time. So runners on first, second, and third. Bags are full. Nobody out here. So Kiara Diaz is going to step in next. Let's see what she can do. As Mount Vernon is threatening here. Top half of the sixth. Pitch, and Kiara Diaz is a high fly ball back, actually foul territory. Almost gets her teammates back there, but it's going to be another strike. 0-2 now on the count to Kiara Diaz. And that's another foul ball there, so she's in there fighting a good fight, trying to stay alive. Another foul ball down at third. Good snag there by the coach. Playing hacky sack with the softball. Kicks it up to himself and catches it in foul territory. Pitch. And it's another foul tip. Foul ball. Kiara's been told to take off running whenever she's made contact, so she took off for a sprint down first baseline, but had to go back in the batter's box. So count still 0-2. Another foul off here. She's driving up the pitch count on Haran. Ball's up in the second base and makes a good play back on it. And none of the runners even thought about trying to advance. It was too shallow. So one out here in the top of the sixth. Base is still full for Jada Scales, the second baseman. Ball over for a called strike. And Jadis, oh man, it lines out to the third baseman for the double play. She gets a thigh assignment off the bag there. It's a tough play. So the Mount Vernon gets the bases loaded, but wasn't able to get any runners across. So still up 5-0 going into the bottom half of the sixth inning. Right. So bottom half of the sixth here with Mount Vernon up 5-0. Dee Dee Little gets the first pitch, and whoa, and almost takes batter's head off. That'll be ball one, just a bit inside. And pitch picked up nicely by Katrina Pierce for the first out. Beacon. Next up, Haley Zukowski. first pitch fouled off down the third base side here. Count 0-1. Mount Vernon leading 5-0 in the bottom of the 6th here in Beacon, New York. And a pitch fouled off again down the third base side. So count now 0-2. And pitch just misses low and outside. Oh, there's a ball on the strike. Check that, ball and 2 strikes. So Haley Zakowski. And the pitch. Bouncer there in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Counts all even. Oh, pitch just misses there, so the count's all full, 3-2. Contact made, but foul down third base side, so still battling. Haley Zakowski's trying to stay in there and get on base for her team and get something started here in the bottoms of the 6th. Wow, that looked like a pretty good pitch, but Blue says it's outside, so Haley will get the walk down to first base with 1 out here. The bottom half of the 6th, Mount Vernon leading 5-0. Next up to bat is Hannah Alfieri. Check that, Olivia Dean. And couldn't quite get it down to second base there, so Haley Zakowski gets the stolen base. It's Olivia Dean in the batter's box. And the ball's foul down here on the first base side. Oh, and it hits the batter who didn't even attempt to get out of the way. I thought that you always had to make an attempt to, Blues explained to Coach Ramsey that she's in the box and she owns it, which is, I don't know about that rule, but we'll let you tell it. He's going to seek some attention here and get some help from his counterpart at second base. She made no effort to get out of the way at all. I've never seen anything like that. She should not be given a bag here. I'm sorry. a bag call. That's a ridiculous ruling. Then they should make that all the way universal throughout all baseball. If you do not get out of the way, you do not get the bag. That's how this works. The bat should have continued. But runners on first and second. And you got Trista Maloney now stepping into bat. And she fouls the first pitch off behind the plate here, so count's going to be 0-1. Beacon is threatening to try to get a rally going here. Down 5-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Second pitch fouled off here. It's going to be 0-2 to count, so Dee Little's in the driver's seat here. To Trista Maloney. Head up to the shortstop, who loses her footing and just has to eat it. Unfortunately, that was at least a force out at second, but she wasn't able to make the play. So bases are juiced here, full. Batters now hand out fair, and Jada Scales, heck of a snag. Woof! She couldn't get back to her feet to collect herself to even get another throw off. She could have doubled off the run on third, but that's okay. So she keeps everybody honest here and leaves them on the bags here. So base is still loaded, but now with 2 outs. Jada Scales is always diving for the ball. She always gets that uniform dirty every game she plays hard. Teammates can take a lot to learn from her. And it's a hit to the shorts. Another chance for the shortstop, who goes short to the second baseman. Jada Scales, and Mount Vernon will get out of the inning unscathed. No runners across after the bags were full with less than 2 outs. And Mount Vernon is still up 5-0 here, coming up to the top of the 7th. Be right back. So we're back in the top of the 7th here. Mount Vernon leading 5-0. Janelia Henry, the catcher, steps in the batter's box. Pitch over for ball 1. And his wind is picking up something terrible. And he puts the next pitch over for a strike. 1-1 to count to Janelia Henry. Low and inside, ball 2. High and outside for ball 3. 3-1 to count. And ball 4. So Janelia Henry's going to take the bag at first base there. Vernon's trying to finish up strong here in the top half of the 7th. Never know what can happen. And the next batter in is Katrina Pierce, shortstop. First pitch over for a called strike. Swinging strike. Strike 2 here, 0-2 to count to Katrina Pierce. Floater in there for ball 1. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mount Vernon up here 5-0. What we Hope will be their last at bats. Oh, Katrina drives the ball out for a 2-run home run. Wow. Wow, great hit by Katrina Pierce. And she brings in Janelia Henry as a teammate's great greeter at home plate there. And I believe that's Mount Vernon's first home run that cleared the fence all season long. And that was a heck of a hit. So Mount Vernon up now 7-0. Wow. Great job from the shortstop. So not only did she show the glove today, she showed a little power with that one. 2-run jack for Katrina Pierce. And next up to bat is Lori Chavez, the center fielder. She takes a good cut at that one, but gets the strike. And hits one up the middle to the shortstop, who makes the play and over the first for the first out. So 1 out here, and Mount Vernon up still 7-0. Top half of the 7th, Taylor McBean, the third baseman, stepping into bat. Taylor gets on over to the third baseman, who makes a good throw to the first base side for the second out. I'm going to get a pinch hitter here. Coach is going to make a substitution and get Athalia Salmon out the game. Get one of his bench players some run. Over for the first pitch, called strike. Oh, jumps out of that way out of that one for first ball 1. Maybe she would have stood in the box and she owns it. She would have gotten down to first base as well. I tell you never can know the rules with these games. And hops out of that, way out of that one for ball 2. Pitch for ball 3, so Julie might get on base here. Taken all the way, so 3 balls and 2 strikes, counts all full here with 2 outs in the top half of the 7th. And she gets a walk, so gets into the game and gets on base, immediately gets a walk, so it's pretty good there. Next up to bat will be Jordan Hood, the first baseman. It's over for a called strike there. Counts 0-1. And ball low and inside for ball 1. So 1-1 to count to Jordan Hood. Swing and strike. Be strike 2 there. 1-2 to the hitter, Jordan Hood. Takes a ball, a little low and outside, so 2-2 to count. And another ball outside, so the count's all full here. So Haran, after getting a couple of batters, cut a couple of outs after the home run, gave up, now it's the second walk in a row. So Jordan Hood makes it to first base with Julie moving up to second base. So runners at first and second. Still 2 out here, the top half of 7th. Edie Little, the pitcher, coming back up to bat. She runs up and pops out to the second baseman. So Mount Vernon, after the 2-run homer, extends their lead to 7-0 with last ups and Beacon in a whole lot of trouble. Not much time to catch back up. We'll be right back and see what happens. All right, so bottom of the 7th here, Mount Vernon up 7-0. First pitch over for a call strike. I believe this is Hannah Alfieri that's stepping into that here. Very hard to tell the batters when they don't have their jerseys on because of it being so chilly. Everybody's got jackets and hoodies. Temperature has dropped at least 6 or 7 degrees since game time. Good pitch over from Dee Little. So ball and 2 strikes to the batter. Mount Vernon trying to get through this inning unscathed and get up out of here with a victory. Pitch high and tight. Ball 2. 2-2 to count. Pitch over, and it's a high up, and it's a pop out to the shortstop. All right, Katrina Pierce makes the catch for the first out. So 1 away, bottom of the half of the 7th here. And the pop, and the pitcher drops the ball, and nobody covering first. So big mistake, miscommunication there for first base. Jordan Hood stepped out of the way thinking that she was going to get to it, but the pitcher made a play on it and wasn't able to catch it. So the Lady Knights are going to rally around their pitcher here and just check on her and make sure that everything is good to go. Conference at the mound real quick. Umpire's taking a slow stroll out there to break it up. A couple of defensive snafus today by the Lady Knights, but hasn't come to bite them. Let's hope that continues here in the bottom half of the 7th with last ups for Beacon. Pitch high and inside for ball 1. This is Kelly Murphy up to bat. And it's a foul ball, and nobody's going to get there. So, ball on the strike. Runner on first base is Mia Riccatelli. Oh, and the Hit out to the center field and it drops in for a base hit. Chavez gets the ball and gets it back into the shortstop. So, runners on first and second. Still one out here. Beacon trying to piece something together and just go base to base here. See if they can get anything going against Mount Vernon. But hopefully the Lady Knights are looking alive here and trying to stay sharp for their pitcher with the defense. So this is Leah Musket. Another ball over 2-0. It's a ball foul straight back. 2 balls and a strike there to Leah Musket. Pitch looked pretty good. That was ball 3. It's a swing and a miss there. The second strike. 2-2 to count, all even. And the ball towering, fly ball in the air, first base. And Jada Scales makes the catch. Ladies need to communicate who's going to make that catch when somebody gets hurt. So the second out, nobody hurt, and the play was made. So the Beacon is down to their last out for Haley Zukowski. And the ball's hit out to the right fielder. And Julie makes the catch. All right, so Mount Vernon comes away with the victory here. 7-0. One of the best games that Mount Vernon has played all season, hands down. Great pitching out of Dee Dee Little. Pretty good defense behind her. A couple of snafus, but we won't hold it against them. Nothing came across, so we'll see you on the next one. This is Mike Thompson for Mount Vernon City School District presenting ladies softball. Please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel on the Mount Vernon City School District and check out all the Mount Vernon happenings. Of course, I'll visit our website at www.mtvernoncsd.org. And the ladies come off the field here with big smiles all around. Good job by Coach Ramsey and Coach Ryan, keeping the ladies focused and keeping them going in such a cold weather game. And we'll see you for the next broadcast very soon.